Hello, good morning, everyone. Happy Monday, and welcome to Winning Mondays with KW Malaysia. My name is Mariah, and I'm the Regional Training Coordinator for KW in Malaysia. And yeah, I'm just so excited to be here today. Wow, thank you guys for the message. Yeah, I'm excited. So we have a great topic for you today, all about lead follow-up. Hopefully you guys remember that we did some lead generation a few weeks back. And just learning all about like the important, I know everyone loves lead generation. That's such an important, actually, no, everyone does not love lead generation, but we all want leads, right? We like to have leads, but we don't like to generate them necessarily. But yeah, if you didn't see that session, it was a couple of weeks ago or a few weeks ago. Yeah, you should definitely check that out. That was with George and Winnie. It was a great session. I know they've been having so much feedback after that one on all the great tips that were shared and the ways to generate leads. So today is kind of like a follow-up, haha, no pun intended, but it's literally a lead follow-up to follow up from lead generation. Yeah, so as we get started on today's topic, I have a poll question for you guys, of course. And it's quite a, I noticed all my questions lately are too easy. I got to ask a better, harder question next week. Okay, here's the question for today. Very easy, but maybe it's not that easy. I don't know. It's simple. Do you have a lead follow-up system in place for your database, right? So meaning when you get all the leads coming in, do you have a lead, like a system to how are you going to follow up with leads? Do you even have a plan to follow up? You know, this idea. So there's yes or no, two options, pretty straightforward. So just give us an answer. It's all anonymous. No one will know what you say. So just let us know if you have any kind of follow-up system whatsoever. Yeah, because I think this is something that probably, I'm guessing most agents don't have, but you guys might surprise me. I'm excited. So please just tell me no. If it's no, just say no, because I want to see, because this helps us to know what areas you guys might want to have more training, you know, more help in and stuff like that. So it's good to know what you're already doing, you know, what you're already excelling at, what you already have information about and have the training on. So whether you already have a lead follow-up system in place for your database. So when those leads come in, do you just contact them one time? And if they say they're not interested, what do you do with them? Do you actually follow up or not later? How do you keep in touch with them? Okay, come. I want to get a few more people. We only have less than half. We need a few more. Let's go. I hope you guys are having had a good weekend and a good week coming up. Looking forward. So we're already in September, the middle of September, guys. There's only like a few more months before the end of the year. It's time to like push hard. Time to push hard. You can get yourself a coach. You can get yourself an accountability partner and push yourself to like to push to whatever your goals are. All right, I'm going to give you 5 more seconds and I'm going to close the poll. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's go. Okay, so I'm sure you're all dying to know the results. Here we go. So here we have 46% of you said yes and 54% said no. Okay, it's not interesting. It's about half kind of, right? Yeah, so about half of you have filled out the form. So that's interesting. About half of you are already doing lead follow-up and the other half, not so much. Okay, great. It's good to have. Okay, so without further ado, I want to invite my amazing guest on here. Hello, Jesnin Key. Come on in. You're the next contestant on our...
Hi, good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Good morning. How are you, Jesnin?
I'm good.
Good,
yeah,
good,
so
good.
good. Feels so good and so good to see everyone here.
Yeah, awesome. Okay. All right. So, you know, not everybody will know you as well as I know you. And, you know, although you're getting a lot of chances to share these days, but for those who don't know you much, maybe you could just share your background in real estate, like how long you've been in the business, what's your focus area and how's your success been? Yeah.
Okay. I am from Flagship Market Center. I have been in the business for about 6 years in total. And prior to real estate, I was serving in various sectors, including high fashion retails, travel, technology, F&B, and also corporate.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I didn't know you had so many different areas in your background.
Yeah, I basically actually cover all, like Chinese say, 衣食住行, one, everything. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So because my motto is to live life in fullness. So therefore, I like to explore different sectors so that I can continue to learn. Yeah. I mainly serve investors and SME entrepreneurs by connecting them with premium sub-sales, residential and commercial properties in Klang Valley.
Right.
Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah. And sorry, which specific area though? You do the whole like Klang Valley? Or
Not all. I covered Cheras, Ampang, Sungai Besi, Bukit Jalil.
okay, cool.
Yeah.
I know people, you want to share so that people will know if they want to co-agent with you, right? Then they they know where to look for you.
Welcome to co-agent.
Thank you. And for those of you who don't know, Jesnin is a very good producer lah. She closed deals. Okay, I mean she's a bit shy to say, but she closed a lot of deals. She's very effective.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I want to ask you. So today's topic, right? Today's topic is fortune is in the follow-up, which is like a cute little catchphrase I think we've heard before. How important do you think this topic of follow-up is? Yeah. Is this important for agents?
I think follow-up is very important because if you don't follow up, you will get the business opportunity.
Okay.
When we receive a lead, our goal is to convert them to an appointment. So without appointment, we can't get sellers or buyers agreement. And without agreement, we can't get sales contract or chances of earning income.
Right. I see.
Yeah.
So without this, you don't get any money lah.
Basically, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So if the agent want to be successful, they need to be doing this kind of like lead follow-up. Right. Okay. Yes. I'm going to share. So today's topic is very much taken from our Ignite course, for those who don't know. Okay, hold on. I'm going to look for my sharing. All right. So I'm going to share some slides on some of the Ignite materials. Hold on, let me find my... Right. So this is a great slide. It's called The Life of a Lead. Yeah, and let's look at this picture, this graph. So at the top of the wave is the area. Okay, first of all, everyone on your database basically lives somewhere on this graph. This is the idea along these waves. And oh, there's some feedback. Okay, at the top of the wave is like when people purchase the house. These are when people purchase their home. So these are like, this graph is about those people just buying and selling for their own use, okay? So this is where they buy and sell the house, right? And the day after they buy the house would be like over here. And then it will just move down. It moves down the wave until, until they begin to think about a new house. They're like, oh, maybe we should move. Let's think about this, right? So then and then of course they will move again eventually, right? So over someone's lifetime, they would potentially buy 1 or 2 or 3 or maybe more houses, right? And the distance between those purchases on average is anywhere between 7 to 10 years. This is taken from the US. This is the data that they have found. They said on average, it's actually 8 years specifically, but this is what they found. But I think we can also maybe consider for Malaysia. Yeah. So the idea is right. So Jesnin, I'm going to ask you, if I gave you a lead close to the top of the wave over here, imagine the lead is over here. How would you feel about this lead?
Means that you just purchase the property?
Like they're here, no, just before, just here. How would you feel? Would you feel like, what would you be very happy with this lead?
I'm okay with this lead. I think as long as it's a good lead, it's a lot of potential for business.
Right. It's a good lead, right? Because when you contact them, they're going to say, what are they going to say? They're going to say, oh yeah, we're looking for a house. We want to move in like in a few months. Like they're ready now to buy, like they're eager, right? So this is going to be, I think any agent will be excited to get this lead, right? Because they're ready to buy tomorrow, basically, right? Ready to buy tomorrow, right? Yeah. All right. So you would feel it's a very high quality lead, right? Because they're ready to purchase right away. So what about if I gave you a lead over here, just after they have just moved, they just bought a house, they just moved. So they're not even thinking to move anytime soon. How would you feel about this lead?
I think this
Wow.
still have potential.
Hmm.
Have potential because in our life we've moved house quite frequently, I believe.
Right,
Yeah.
right, right. And how about, what do you say though, the average agent, how would they say about a lead like here? If you give them a lead over here
Mm.
and then the agent calls them and says, hey, you want to buy or sell any property? And the person says, no, I just moved, I'm not interested. So how will the most agents think about this lead? Is it a good lead or a bad lead? What would they say? The average agent, not you, not you. What would the average agent say?
I don't know. I think it all depends. I think some of them may think that, yeah, so they just bought property, they may not buy from me soon. So they will just keep aside.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Yeah, some might think that, oh, could be a database. You can add into your database, and database is
Yeah.
a gold mine. So you can continue to nurture with them and until they are ready to buy.
Okay, you all listening, this is the best attitude to have. This is Jesnin Key, like 101, Jesnin Key 101 attitude. You all listen up and follow this up. I think most of you will say like, yeah, this is a very bad lead. It's not helpful. I don't need this person. I'm trying to sell my property. I need to close my deals. I need to pay my rent this month, right? You're just thinking about now. You want to close now. And yeah, so you want leads. Everyone is looking for the lead right here, right here, right here. Like just when ready to buy, ready to buy. Yeah. And you will think that anyone along here is no good, is a bad lead. They don't even want to buy anything. So, or sell anything, right? They're not trying to buy or sell. So it's not a good lead. But what this graph is hopefully showing you is where Jesnin Key get her thinking from is the fact that it's someone to add to your database because if you follow up with them, right, and follow up with them, eventually time will pass and they will become over here. They will become over here and they'll be like, I'm thinking of buying a house again, right, or selling a house, right? And if you are in a close proximity with them, if you've been communicating with them, following up with them, right, they're going to think, they're going to remember you and they're going to get in touch with you and you're going to be the one to sell them the next house or buy the next house. Yeah. But you see, it requires a lot of patience, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because let me clarify, because just imagine, I think people buy house and according to their stages of life. So
okay.
yeah, it's like when you at 20s, when you just finish school and you come up into like you already like stable in your job, and then you will tend to buy one house either for invest or prepare for getting married.
Right.
You at 30s and you were when you have like kids growing up, so you will tend to move to a landed house or maybe a bigger house. When at 40s, maybe it could be like you have more success status and you will tend to look for a corner house or
right.
community and bungalows. And when you are like retiree, when you're a retiree, and then you will feel like because kids all grow up already, you may need to buy.
Right. So this would be all the times that they move, right? All the different type of property. It will change over time. I love that.
Yeah, they're either upgrading or they are downsizing.
Right. You can see, I think anyone will like working with you because you have an understanding about the person's whole life. Like you understand their motivations. It's really good. So how about, do you feel that this, I mentioned that this data is from the US, right? But do you feel it's relevant for Malaysia as well?
Personally, I think it's quite relevant.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but I think some of them may go for 5 to 10 years.
Okay. So maybe even sooner.
Yeah, sometimes. Maybe sooner. Yes. And bear in mind also, there are some of them, they are investors. So in between, they will buy either some residential or commercial properties like condos for invest. Right.
Nice. Yeah. Right. So I love this. This is like probably one of my favorite sessions in the Ignite course. When you guys should, anyone who wants to learn more about this, you show up for Ignite. Okay. I'm going to show you another slide. Okay. Right. So this is the lead follow-up model in KW. Okay. So let's see. Right. So we start here on number 1 is the funnel, right? Where you capture the appropriate information to get a hold of the lead, right? The phone number, the name, all that. Then we go down to connect, where we connect with them to assess their needs. Like, okay, what are you looking for? You want to buy, you want to sell, what kind of property you need, and you establish that relationship, right? So you have to make sure you understand, you get that needs analysis from them, right? Yeah. And then number 3, okay, so you're trying to close for that appointment. You mentioned, right? Like you mentioned closing for appointment. There we go. So that's what that's about. Closing for appointment to either to list their property or like to go for viewings and all that, right? But if that doesn't happen right away, because maybe they're right. If we go back, maybe they're not right here. They're not during this part. Maybe they're earlier on. So if they're not, then you do this thing called cultivate, right? You cultivate the relationship, right, for a while and until they're ready. And then when they're ready, you close for the appointment, right? So I love this. There's one quote here. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, all leads may not be ready for an appointment. So your goal then is to gain the mind share and continue to stay in close emotional proximity so that when they are ready, they think about you. Yeah. Okay. So I want to ask, Jesnin, actually, I want to, do you follow this kind of model?
Yeah, I do. I do follow this 4Cs model. I think it's very, very effective, very good.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Right. I heard this great statistic. I thought it was so powerful that 85 to 90% of appointments, right, over here, don't come from lead generation, not just from capturing and generating. It doesn't come straight away. 85 to 90% come from lead follow-up, meaning, and they say it can take like 5 times. They will say, this is in the US, they say that they find they have to follow up 5 times on average before getting a response to get to the appointment. So sometimes they won't even get much response, right? But if they just keep sending, keep inviting for things, after 5 times, like basically trying to cultivate, then only they get to the appointment. So I think this is, have you found that? Do you find that most of your lead like immediately go to an appointment, or you have to do a bit of this?
It depends. If it's for listings, I usually get the appointment immediately. But for buyers, then it may need some time to cultivate or maybe to stay connected.
Nice. I love that. Okay, very cool. Wow. Okay. All right. Okay. I want to ask you, I'm just going to stop that for now. Okay. All right. I want to ask you, Jesnin, what strategies do you use to like manage and organize your leads and ensure that they receive like a timely follow-up? Like, so how do you do your lead follow-up? Maybe you can just share with us.
How do I do my lead follow-up? Okay, so I follow that 4C. So first, of course, you capture the lead's correct information and important information. And second, you connect and build relationship. I think the important part is from connect and also cultivation. So if I strongly believe that when it comes to the connecting, it must be very intentional and purposeful. Intentional and purposeful conversation. And also always listen by ear, but hear by heart.
You gotta, I love, this is another, okay, this is a Jesnin key. We gotta make a t-shirt. Can you say that again?
Yeah, it's listen by ear, hear by heart.
Oh, listen with your ears and hear by heart. I love it.
Hear by heart. I think it's important. And also I will ask plenty of good questions and to understand then their current situation, their motivation, their needs, and also their pain points. I think to understand their pain points is very important.
Wow.
So that you know how to meet their needs.
Right. I don't know if you have any idea in your mind. Do you have any memory of like an example of a time when you hear their pain point? Can you give an example of what a pain point might be that you would listen for and hear with your heart? Maybe a recent client or someone maybe in the past, 5 years even, that you remember.
I remember this case is I actually has been nurturing this customer for many years. I wanted to before I was a real estate, I wanted to buy a property that they live. But at the end, the sale didn't go through. But somehow we remained as a Facebook friends. Okay. One day he came and approached me and told me that he wanted to sell his property in one of the outskirt area. But the property is under the wife's name. So when I speak to the wife, initially everything was okay, but then somehow I just sensed that something not right. And that's one fine day, then I asked for a private appointment to meet up with the wife. And through the conversation, and I understand that they are going through the divorce, divorce. And that's why she urgently need to let go the property. Yeah, I think it is one of it lah. So it's one of that, and there are many. It's actually when you really listen to them, then you really find out why is their big why for selling this property, and you will know why. And a lot of them is also because of like they do not want to maintain the property anymore, or maybe and have this case also latest is it is a inheritance property, and they do not want to carry the burden of like maintaining the property, so they decide to sell. But then it's siblings. These are siblings. One want to sell, one don't want to sell.
Right.
Yeah. So and the reason of they don't know they actually want to let go because of his like financial issue. Right. But the other part is quite wealthy. So yeah.
Okay. So when you mention these stories, right, and then you're getting the information and you're hearing about their pain, like what do you do with that information? Like how does it help you to follow up or whatever, like, and work with them?
Like usually these kind of cases, I will work very differently. I will journey with them, and from stage to stage, it's a long process.
What do you mean by journey with them? What does that mean?
Journey with them is like understand what is their what is, of course, the first thing is big why, and second is actually how they want to dispose this property and how soon they want to dispose this property.
Okay.
And try to bring down the consequences.
Oh, okay.
And just give them, important is just to give them constructive advice.
Okay.
Yeah, and provide solution for them.
Right. So you ask them a lot of questions to figure out, why, what is their purpose and how soon do they want to dispose? And then I like this, the consequences. So maybe you help them to map out like, okay, so if you follow this path, how is it going to turn out for you versus another path? And then it sounds like you mentioned you advise them a bit and help them to understand maybe what's their best option, all things considered, right? Considering their pain point, considering the practical aspects.
True. Like some of them is because of they have a bad experience with the previous agent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's how you come in and to really see from their point and the perspective and how to help them.
Right.
Yeah, and that's why it's important to focus the conversation on them, not on us. So always stay humble, always stay curious, and always stay empathy.
Wow.
Yeah. That's how
always humble, curious, and with empathy.
Yeah.
Wow, that's really good, Jesnin. I think you can make a little training. Somebody better put these in the chat so we can remember humble, curious, and empathy. I like that. It's really nice. I mean all these things, right? We say in Ignite, right? We have this phrase that you want your leads, you want the people you work with to know you, like you, trust you, right? These three things. If they know you, like you, trust you, they're going to want to do business with you. So definitely, if you do these things right and you like hear with your ears but listen with your heart, all this, stay humble, show curiosity and show empathy, they will like you lah, they will trust you lah, that all that will be covered. And then people will want to do business with you. They will want to refer to you. They will want to tell the world about you. It's really, really great. I love this.
Thank you.
Okay, you understand? Okay. I want to ask you, do you follow up with each lead equally? Do you follow up equally? Like every lead is the same. Like you just make sure you always follow. Like, are you very systematic? Like every lead must follow up once a week or something?
Not really. Not all the leads I follow up. I prioritize the leads and depends on their situation.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you prioritize? How do you prioritize?
How do I prioritize?
Yeah.
I think I'm a bit awkward, because I like to serve with a greater purpose, and I really like when those people that really need to cash out and they are really motivated seller, that I will prioritize.
Okay.
I have even some customer come and tell me that I need to fund my children. I need to cash out and fund my children for overseas studies.
Right.
I will also put it as a priority.
Right. So
Yeah.
those who they kind of like and for sellers, those who need they need the cash faster, you will prioritize them and follow up with them. So that means you already know their big why, basically. You already catch what's their purpose, what is their goal.
Yeah, it's important because when you come to like cultivation, for me, cultivation is important to have an impactful conversation. And also, I think it's important to have an impactful conversation when you come to cultivation.
Right.
And also because of, I use a lot of Ford methods during
Ford?
cultivation. Yeah.
You want to share what that means? The Ford, what is that? What does that stand for?
What means that your conversation is surrounding, but Ford is family, F is family, O is occupation, and R is recreation, and D is dream. So it depends on who are them. If they are men, they are entrepreneur, then I will try to ask the question more on like dream, how they do their business, what is their success story and the success journey, all these things. So to build a different relationship with them.
Right. Okay. So you ask these kind of questions to connect with them.
Yeah, to connect with them. Yeah. So I think young. So yeah, correct.
Nice.
Yeah. I also use touch point, of course, the touch campaign. A lot of care messages to stay connected and cultivate relationship.
Okay. So you also send so you have campaigns that you will just send, like you will send not just to one person, right? You will send to multiple people the same message.
Not all the times. Sometimes it's a very private.
Sometimes it's one-to-one.
One-to-one. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I will identify who are the people that I want to build relationship. And I believe that they're only not buying one property from me, and then when I journey with them, that I may get maybe at least 3 to 5 deals. Then I will spend time with them and to journey with them.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay, there's a question in the chat. I like this question. It says, Joshua wants to know roughly how many people are in your follow-up list. So meaning, probably like, do you have a certain number of people you follow up every day or every week, or like, maybe it's not as an exact number, but approximately, are you doing like hundreds every week or like just 5 or what how many?
It depends. If I use KW Activate, so I can blast out a lot. So, but I don't blast it every week or every day. Okay. I sometimes send good morning message to clients, but I will send a lot of care messages or maybe other EDMs. So it is KW, then it will like one time go kind of marketing. I do it like every bi-monthly, like every 2, maybe every month or every 2 months. Just to stay connected. But those people I prioritize, I usually will prioritize 10. 5 to 10 first. Yeah, 5 to 10 first.
Right.
Then, every month is different. Yeah, every 5 to 10, so that I'm able to close that deal.
Right. I'm just thinking now, since you mentioned, maybe we just show, I have a slide, right, that you shared with me about your care messages. Should we just look at them now? Okay. Is that all right? Yeah, I'm going to just share that slide. Hold on a second. Okay. I love these. These are Jesnin key care messages. Do you want to share with us just about about these messages? How did you come up with them? And
okay, this care message came from during pandemic. Pandemic, I think everyone's quite depressed, including myself. I also been through depression during pandemic, and I think it's important to for me. So my messages must be bring hope, spread love, and speak life. That's why I like to do customized EDM, customized, personalized care messages. So that's why during a pandemic, I send up something like this, like stay safe, stay strong. Yeah, so that everyone can keep going. And during Father's Day, not only I will send out Happy Father's Day thing, so it would be some message that to appreciate the father, all the fathers.
This is nice. You put a nice quotation here.
Yeah, and okay, so Nick has this question. Can you repeat the phrase? Is bring hope, spread life. Bring hope, spread love, and speak life.
Wow, you have so many of these amazing phrases. Somebody write in the chat, please.
Yes,
Great,
correct.
great.
LIFE, speak life.
Speak life. Great, awesome.
Yeah, always bring hope to other people, and that's the last one is actually my favorite quote. That is at the end of the tunnel. Yeah, so always stay positive, stay hopeful, and yeah, and every year I will send out also a thank you note to my clients
Oh,
or
like this.
anyone. Yeah, like that. Yeah, just to thank them. I usually do it during Christmas period. Yeah.
It's really sweet. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and so these ones you've created, these are specifically you created they're your own design, right? But
Yes.
I know you were showing in the class that you also sometimes use the ones that are the touch points created by KW Regional, right? That are put in circle. Yeah, I saw sometimes you take them, you add your photo and all that. So
Yes.
there's lots of stuff out there for you guys. This is the extra level. So lovely. Okay. I wanted to also ask, okay, in your experience, what are the most common mistakes real estate, the agents make when it comes to lead follow-up? Yeah, what do you think is the most problem, that most agents will do?
I think they let the lead slip. Yeah.
Let them slip. Let
Ah,
them slip away.
the lead slip away and then get disappointed when they learn that the lead transacted with another agent. So it happened to
Right.
me also. I would say, sometimes you are not able to follow up with everyone. So it happened to
Yeah.
me. So yeah. So every time when it happened, then you are, yeah.
Did that ever happen to you, actually? I never asked you this.
It is. It is. It
Oh,
is.
it did. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. It did. Yeah.
I've heard those stories when
Mm.
some agents, they say, right, they're following up, and then they let them go, and then like whatever 6 months later they talk to the person, they say, yeah, I just bought a house like last week, and you're like, oh my, why you never tell me? Why you never look for me, right?
True. Yeah, it happened to me lately also. So I've been follow up these leads.
Okay.
Not to say my top A leads, but then I do up and on send her the message, and we went for 2 viewings. And then he told me that, oh, I actually wanted to, can you view more? Then at that week itself, because I need to go back to Malacca, so I didn't bring her to viewing. And then the following week, when I came back, she already bought with other people.
Oh
So,
my goodness.
yeah, sometimes you may not get a loyalty customer, although they could have that she felt bad and then she said sorry, she didn't know that I actually had that unit, but yeah, that is our own mistake, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I
Because
guess,
fault is our fault.
right, I guess you have a limitation, right? You're just a human being.
Yeah.
So probably, I mean, it sounds like you intend to follow up, right? But you just literally cannot, because you have to go to Malacca and all that.
True, yeah.
Unless you have partners, then you can like get your partner to help out, but that's tough.
Mm.
Yeah, so that's what you're saying, right? If you don't lead, that's how you're so aware of, don't let the lead slip, right?
Yes.
They will just slip away, and then somebody else will catch them.
True.
Wow. Okay. So like any I guess this is actually my next question now. What tools or software do you find the most valuable for tracking and nurturing leads? Yeah, like any CRM system that you use or app that you use.
Okay. For tracking system, I usually use Google Sheet and KW Command apps because you can. I think documented the conversation is very important. Immediately after speaking to them.
Okay.
It's important because we are not robot, we are not AI, so we can't remember so many things.
Right.
So immediately you get all the info. So just write it down somewhere, or maybe later on key into Google Sheet everything, so that you know how to follow up later. How urgency is this leads?
Right. So just hold on. So you're saying after you talk to them, whatever information they give you, whatever you discuss, you will document those like put a point form, whatever, somewhere, so that you can keep track.
Yeah.
You were mentioning you do it also with, do you put that in command?
I put it in the app, our mobile app. We have notes, right? We also
so you add the notes in the mobile app, right? And you will just put inside there. Very nice.
Yes.
I like that.
Yeah, I think KW command, KW opportunity is good, but I haven't started to use it.
Okay. Right. So opportunities is the pipeline. It keeps everything organized, whether you're cultivating them or you already have appointment with them, or you already have an agreement with them to list their property and you're marketing. Right.
Correct. And for nurturing, I use KW Activate frequently. Lately, I have been subscribed for 1 year, but I didn't do anything. Everyone paying 199. And somehow I just want to give up, I just don't want to give up. But when I started using it, I think beginning of this year, I really see tremendous result. So I got a lot. Yeah, I got a lot of listing from KW Activates, and it leads to a few closing. Yeah.
So is that where you were? What kind of messages were you sending? Do you mind to share? Like, how are you using it?
Okay. I think it depends on I use like just so and just listed.
Oh, just sold, just listed. Okay.
In a very nice artwork, and then and also like fire sale. Just to send to them, and with some storytelling, sometimes like how we close this deal, a bit like that. So I hardly send to them and say I want to buy that customer to buy anything. So I seldom send that, but I will send them the success story lah. Like like I just closed this in how many days, I closed this in how many days, or this thing. And I found KW Activate is good that when you already have your database for follow up.
When you have a database, so you need the database first.
So like lately, I have a few deals that I closed. I actually do KW 360 scan.
Okay.
I'm going to take the scan, and then after that, I blast to all my database, and it leads to appointment, and it's sealed. And yeah, it is amazing because I managed to sell these 2 property. One is within 12 days, another one is within 21 days. And
wow, you say, sorry, 15 days? What did you say?
12 days and
12 days and 21 days.
Yeah, by using KW 360 and KW Activates.
Wow, so you get the nice video, right, showing the whole place, and and then you send the video. So you send okay, once you get the 360 scanner, what do you do with it? How did you use it? Did you put it on the portal, or do you just only send it to your database? How do you use the scan link?
I only use for send it to database.
You send it to your database.
Yeah, I didn't upload to the web portals.
Okay, interesting. All right, and then it helped you to close so quickly.
Yeah, and I also send it to sellers, like owners from master list, or I mean already in the database, the sellers. Yeah.
To show them like that they can also have a video like this, right, of their place. And okay, nice. I think that's great. That's great, Jesnin. Thank you for sharing that. I think this is like really helpful, just so practical, just practical advice on how you're following up, how you're closing the deals. You're getting those appointments and then closing the deals. Yeah. Did you have more to share, or were you done your list?
Yeah, I'm done with this.
Okay. Yeah. So you mentioned earlier, about you will keep track of the conversation, right? Okay, I don't know if you have how would you say, because let's say you call the person, right? So you call the person, you have a conversation, you put them there, you write all the information. Then of course, the next day you call somebody else, you have all the informations there. How do you not forget about them? Like to actually go and call them again next time? Like how do you remember to do that?
As I say, sometimes I use Google Sheet, update in the Google Sheet. And
okay.
Most of the time I use 555 book.
555 book. Oh, okay. Literally, you just write in the little book.
Yeah, so I will have like one is for sale, one is for to buy. I mean, one is for seller, another one's for listing, one is for buyers. So I will tell all the things that they want. Yeah, and then I will identify who are the potential leads.
I love it. I love how you've got like KW Activate and 360 and then a 555 book. It's perfect.
My generation use 455. It's faster.
Whatever works, right? Whatever works. Yeah. So earlier you also mentioned like, maybe you're not using it, right? But there's also like the smart plans, right? That you can use, the KW smart plans that will help to remind you of those. Do you use it? Did you use smart plan?
I tried before. It doesn't really work for me.
Okay.
So, yeah, I think it's important. We can actually try out all and then identify what works for you.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, very good, very good. Yeah, I know Smart Plan is using, I know a lot of people, some people really like the Smart Plan because it will, you can put hundreds of people inside and it will help to spread out. Let's say you decide I want to call 200 people once every 3 months over the year, right? You want to do that. You can put it all inside this quarterly call plan. So once every 3 months, and you can tell it, I only want to call a maximum of like 3 people per day. And it will just across the calendar, put everybody inside. And every day it will just be like, okay, today you have these 2 people to call. And then the next day it's like, okay, just call these 2 people. So it's like a great way to automate, like just to be your like assistant, to be like, hey, don't forget about these people, don't forget about those people. So you can decide which, how often you want to connect with each person and then put them on the appropriate plan. Yeah, I think it's quite effective for if that's your goal, if you have a lot of people and you're trying to keep up with a lot of people. So something we can all try out.
I need assistant for that.
No, that's the whole point. The Smart Plan is the assistant. Never mind. I think you're doing great. So when I know you always learning, right? I know you'll put the next one. You'll try the next new thing, right? To make yourself even more efficient. Yeah. Oh, speaking of efficiency, actually, so this like automation, like we're talking about, right? Obviously it's very efficient to have all this Smart Plan and, set up all your KW activates, for this day, that day, and you can set it in advance. But of course, we know this follow-up is about building relationship, right? So you cultivate the relationship. So you would need that like human touch, that connection that you talk about, right? With the heart. How do you recommend like balancing the automation side and efficiency with the personalization and the heart side, to get that human touch, but still like be efficient and manage the leads? What are your thoughts on this?
I think that's subject to individual.
Okay.
For me, automation is the benefit of automation is speed. Speed. You can very immediately you can reply to customer.
Right.
And you can filter the inquiries, and also you're seems more professional, even though they are not there. But then the automatic message will help you to reply, to stay, so that you can continue to stay in touch with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
To stay in touch.
Yeah.
Right. So that's the speed part, just to like get speed to lead, get it out quickly, get it started, get the process rolling at the beginning.
Yes.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. And for me, human touch is a connecting, is connect to one another. I think that's important. And it's a kind of like a sense of being cared for. I think when it comes to like connecting and cultivation, we need more human touch. But that's my personal opinion.
Right.
Yeah.
So once you get that, like you mentioned, right, you hear the story about, oh, there's a divorce, or you hear the story about the siblings are having issues, then you will send more like personalized messages to connect with them. Like, yeah, how are things going now?
Yes.
With the process and
Yes,
I like that. I like that. So automation for the connect, like the first part, right? The first part, connecting, getting the informations. And then when even maybe the capture and connect can be automated. And then with the cultivating, you will do a little bit more personalized and a bit less automation, is it?
Yes, correct. I think automation works well for capturing part.
Okay.
Yeah, capturing all the information. So now you can actually keep sending them the automation messages. For connecting, you can use part of the automation, part of human touch.
Right.
And come to cultivating, and that's how I feel. When it comes to cultivating and closing, I think human touch works better.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to share another slide. Yeah, I love this. So the fortune is in the follow-up mind share. This is also a slide from Ignite. So I remember before the session you were mentioning, right, about this. So this is also the KW system that the idea, they differentiate leads and contacts, right? So leads are people you don't have a relationship with yet. They're just people that you have, maybe they have responded to one of your campaigns on Facebook or something, or maybe it was a referral someone gave you, but like you have a chance to connect with them, but they don't know you yet. And then the idea is that you want to send them, maybe not so often, but you want to send them something regularly until you can get that connection. You're the one to cement, you have a touch, a connection point where you build that relationship, and they start to like you a bit, and then only they become a contact, whereas like you have a two-way relationship, they trust you to some extent, and then you have this system of following up, right? So this is I think is very intense, right? It's pretty a high touch system. So maybe not everyone will do so many, but I really love the thinking behind it, right? So we will see that there's 4 touches of a quarterly phone call. So meaning 4 phone calls a year. There's 12 touches that are like an email or a newsletter, a market report, a video. So there's like a lot of ideas of how you could set up even an automated touch, right? Like even you mentioned, right, about how just closed, right? You said you just closed this deal or just listed, and then you can send it out to all of your sellers. That could be 1 touch in a year, right? Every time you list a property, you could just send it to your sellers to show them the nice KW 360, and just remind them that if they list with you, you're going to do a great job marketing their property, right? So that's a potential one you could just automate out, right? And then there's 2 touches that are like a promotional direct mail. So something like a physical thing that you send to them, such as we have some samples in Ignite to show like a magnet with a calendar on it that goes on their fridge. So you can send it out to your farming area, or like a notebook with your picture and name, like just simple things like that. Yeah. And then there's a 1 touch where it's like an event and all that stuff. A movie screening, a get together, some kind of way to connect people, even inviting them for like an auction event, or with a project, sometimes projects have those events also. So these are things that you can invite people to build your relationship with them, and also maybe even close a deal. Yeah. So there's, I just really love all these ideas. So have you, I know you've been through Ignite, right? Did any of this inspire you as well, Jesnin? Like, did you take any of these ideas?
Yes, I do. I do send, especially the greetings, like to select the 12 touches to database. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Actually, it was probably the beginning of this year that you were in the Ignite class, I remember. Yeah. Is that what got you to start using your Activate?
Yes.
I hope so.
It is, honestly.
Yeah. Can you share with us? I know I already have this ready, so I know you will. I would love for you to share. We have a slide here about a story, right, of one of your like successful lead follow-up stories, right? Shall I just share the slide, then you can start to tell?
Oh, okay.
Okay. So maybe, yeah, you can share this. Do you want to tell the story about this person? This guy, right? Is a man. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. This client, he started connecting with these clients in during MCO.
Right, 2020.
Yeah, 2020. So we can't go anywhere. And I started to think, how can I start nurturing relationship with them, or maybe connecting with them? Therefore, I call from the master list. So
okay, this is a master list lead.
Master list, and in a premium, what do you call it? A premium building. So because the reason that I choose this master list, because of the people who in this master list are all investors.
Investors, okay.
Yeah, so are investors. So I reach out to them, and I just send them, that it's a K call. It's a K call to tell them that how are you doing, is pandemic affected you, affected business, is your shop is vacant or is tenanted, or everything going well, and that's all. So if they tell me that they have property for sale during this pandemic, then I will pick up the listing. If it's not, I will just say it's okay, whatever you need, I will be there.
So when you called this person the first time, did they tell you they have property to list or anything?
No, he just said, I have this property, but it's already tenanted, and also I do not want to sell this property because it's very good ROI.
Okay.
Yeah, but somehow, and I still send, I still do the follow up. Then you can see on the 8th, I also apply to them and just tell him that there's some cases happening, and then just ask them to be aware. The intention is actually to continue with the relationship with him.
Right.
And then 3 weeks later, then I will start sending him some touch point, and this touch point is from KW.
Oh,
yeah,
this was a KW one.
from KW.
Nice.
You can see the refill logo there. Yeah.
Yep. Refilled. That's
yeah.
cool.
Yeah. And in June.
Just pause. I love, do you guys see, do you see how Jesnin's messages are? They are not just blasting about property information. It's not, she's sending totally different stuff. She's talking about like, you know, cases in the area. I mean, this is during COVID, but she's just showing care and like even sending a quotation, like just connecting and something that might inspire the person or not. It's quite interesting. It's not the typical kind of messages I see. Like I also get messages from agents, right? I'm sure we all do, right? They ask you, oh, you want, and it's always just, do you want to buy or sell? Like that's the only kind of message you will normally get. But I think you're standing out. You're standing out to do something different. Yeah. Anyway, go on with your story.
Yeah. And then like I will send them like the message like wishing you a wonderful week filled with love, peace, and joy. Just that's it, as simple as it is. And yeah, during Father's Day, of course, we'll send, or Mother's Day, you will just send them, you know, just to wish them happy Mother's Day or happy birthday or anything.
Right.
Yeah.
He appreciate all these messages.
Yes, he appreciate. And then 3 months later, I think May, June, July, August, right? Then I start sending him some marketing stuff. This is Enjoy Resort Living. It is a project in Bangsa. So I start letting him know that I also do project, you know, even though he doesn't wanted to sell his property. And because of, I know his investors. And in between, and then after that, a year later, I start receiving some what do you call it, messages from him, like he starts sending me good morning message every day.
Here we go, over here.
Yeah, but in between that one whole year, I actually also sent him something like a fire sale property, or sometimes I reach out to him and ask, you know, do you have any friends who wanted to sell this property, although you don't want to sell your properties because I have already buyer, you know, or sometimes I will tell them that, oh, this is really a good buy. If you have any friends interested, then please refer to me. You know, I never ask the business from him, but maybe just you know, see whether he has any referral, and then he will answer me politely.
Okay, I'm gonna just stop sharing, but I want to, just so we can just talk. Tell me now we can share the rest of the story. Yeah. So after those messages, then what happened?
Then 1 year later, he started sending me good morning message, until one day he called me. He said, Jesnin, you know, I'm very surprised that you never asked business from me. It's already more than a year, almost 2 years, I think. So you never asked any business from me, but you keep sending a care message to me. So do you know that I already put it at least what do you call it, like circle of influence?
Oh, so he put you on his list of like his favorite agents.
Yeah, so that's why he sent me a quote. You know, the most valuable real estate is the space that you occupy in somebody's heart.
Oh, that's a good one. That's totally your kind of thing. I love it.
Yeah, so I'm very touched, you know, that the hard work pay off, or at least he appreciate. And he asked me for a lunch, so I went out for lunch, and then only he told me that he actually have another 19 properties.
19,
all properties. Wow. And the total value is about 27 million.
Wow.
So that time is not, he's already tendered out, and then because the market is bad, it's still during MCO, so he couldn't get the price that he wants, so he's actually put on hold. So we didn't.
So you advised him to put on hold, like don't go and sell all these properties right now?
Yes.
Wow. Okay, that is really very tremendous. That's like really being a fiduciary, you know, putting his interests, like you're not just interested in closing the deal. I think this is why he likes you, right? This is why any investor will love an agent that is going to put their interests above, right? They actually show that they care about you to make sure you get the best deal for your property. Yeah, even advising you not to sell right now. Like that's pretty great. Very cool.
Correct. I think it's important because this investor and they are successful, so you cannot lie to them. So I think what they like is a super honest agent. So I'm a very super honest person. So I will tell them what is good and bad, and then I will tell them that not to sell now. You know, like all these things. Even though like he has a lot of properties in condo, so I tell him he wanted to give me exclusive right. So I tell him that I'm so sorry because Mister, I'm not in high-rise building because I have a very bad memory. I can't memorize all the layout and then how many numbers and everything. And then not only doing it one building, because that building is like 9 units. You know,
9 units.
9 units, because in order to help him to sell, I think I need to study all the KLCC properties in that, all the KLCC properties, which I'm not good at. So
Right.
I tell you frank forward that I'm in more on landed and residential, and landed residential, so I'm not good in that. So I encourage him to go and find the local specialists.
Right. So good. And then that's a chance for you to, refer out to the other agents.
Yeah. What I actually aim is only his premium office. So I tell him very straightforward, if you really want to sell that, I can help you to sell your premium offices. But the other one, so I'm not good at. So I really tell him that I'm not good at. So I think someone else will do a better job than me.
So good.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, everyone, what do you think about this story? You want to put, I don't know, I find it just very amazing story that you took like 2 years basically of following up with him, and until he's the one reaching out to you asking, how come you never asked me for business? Because she did such a good job connecting and cultivating that relationship that he's looking for her. It's exactly like that. He must have felt the urgency that he want to sell now, right? He want to sell now. So he's on that graph and he's like, okay, I'm ready to sell. So now when he thinks I need an agent, who does he remember? He remembered you because you followed up, you were sending the care messages, and he know you, he like you, he trust you, you have that relationship. So you're the one that he calls out to when he's ready. It's just, it's like a perfect story, right? Of how it's supposed to work. You really followed the KW model of how to get to the closing from the beginning to end. So I love that story. Yeah. Okay. I want to ask you another question. What advice would you give to some newer real estate agents, or those agents who maybe have not really done follow-up much yet? They're just starting to build their lead follow-up system and routine. Yeah. What advice would you give to them? Like, how do they begin to do this?
I think this is a bit out of the KW model. I'm not sure. I think KW also, Ignite also, we learn from this. So I think very important is actually they must know what are the segment that they want to go in. They want to penetrate landed, land or commercial property.
But they need to know what is their focus area, right?
Yeah, they need to know their focus property, and then the focus area, and then what kind of audience, what kind of the database they want to build. Right? And then and what kind of lead generation, the activities they want to do. And then once they get the leads, and then they can start building they can start doing the lead follow-ups and building relationship with them. Because in that database, if you don't know where you're heading to, then you will end up with different kind of leads. It's very difficult for you to do the market plan later, unless you sort it out, like 500K budget, 1 million K budget.
Okay. So you're saying, so you're saying if you're starting out, the first thing you need to do is organize your database into those segments. Like you have a tagging, right? Basically tagging that these are the people that are under this category of maybe the under 500K properties. And these are the ones that are like above 1 million properties. So then you're setting up for yourself to be able to send, how to follow up with each category of leads. Is that right?
That will be the later part. I think important is to have your own game plan first. Your first game plan, what kind of customer you want to have.
What type of customer you want to have? Okay.
Yes. Yeah. What kind of property you want to do? What kind of customer you want to have? And then from there, then you start building your database. As I said, data plan is important.
Right. Yeah. And then the following up, do you highly recommend the 555 book?
I think another thing is very important. Actually, they must come to Ignite class. I think
come to Ignite.
Come to Ignite. Yeah. So so you will learn everything about lead generation, leads follow up, and still how to do closing everything.
Yeah.
There's one quote I like to share here. I think those who attended Ignite, I'm sure they didn't know this quote, but those who are not, when they do lead generation, when they do leads follow up, I like to share this quote. Is from Ignite. So it's like, I engage every conversation in the spirit of contribution, and people are happy to be in relationship with me.
Yay! That's our affirmation, right? Our daily affirmation.
Yeah.
That this. What do you like about it? What do you like about this quote?
I like about this book is really the spirit of contribution, because I think for us as a realtor, we are nothing more, nothing less. We are just a service provider. So, but when we serve, we have to serve with heart, really, really like, putting customer interest first and really serve. Then it's easier for do everything.
Yeah. Okay. I put in the thing. I've memorized this already because I said it so many times.
Because it's important. I think people like to see whether you are adding value to them. If you do, then they will love to do business with you.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you show that contribution, you show that that is actually your goal, is to contribute.
Yeah. And it's
not just to take. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, true. As we always say, before you do business with a person, first you need to touch the heart first. Wow. So the conversation is important. People don't have time to waste on the, those like what I think, I don't know, but then they need to have intentional and purposeful conversation.
So good, so good. Okay, this is great. Everyone on the call, on Facebook and on Zoom, I would love it if you could just put your ahas that you have received during this session. I'm sure you've caught something that you want to remember. So whatever you want to remember from this session, can you just type it in the chat? Just type a short thing in the chat, whatever little phrase, whatever action you want to do, or whatever like quote, Jesnin key quote, whatever, just put it in the chat and share with us so that we can inspire each other. And it will also help you to remember by typing it out, just do that. And what we're going to do now is I'm actually going to move to some announcements. I have a lot of announcements to share, and then we will come back to Jesnin and just to get a last word from her, a last summary of her sharing. Yeah. But in the meantime, let's just send some encouraging messages to Jesnin in the chat and share with her what you have learned. What's your takeaway from this session? Really appreciate that. Okay. So let's have our announcements. Okay. Oh wow. Wait, hold on. I want to mention Nicholas Yap has put his entire session notes in the Zoom chat. That's really great. I love that. Okay. So guys, this is my big announcement for today. Ignite class. There's a new Ignite session starting. This is round 6. We've done it 5 times this year. This is round number 6. It is starting next Tuesday, 19th of September, and it will be in the KW Malaysia Training Center in Taman Sara Perdana. So we've changed the timing out. So all those who felt it's too early, we have changed it to be 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. So now it only starts at 9 a.m., no longer 8:30 a.m. Okay, so if you want to register for this class, if you're planning to come on, try to register by this coming Friday, 15th of September. I really appreciate that. Okay, so those who don't know Ignite, it's a full class that help you to become really the agent of choice to all of your potential clients, and to learn the whole KW model, systems, and technology. We learn the tech as well during all of this. In the first module, you will get all the apps. You will make your own KW agent site. You will set your value proposition that you're going to put on your website and in all of your marketing materials. So you don't realize module 1 is so important actually to set the basis of everything, to set up your database, all that. Module 2, lead generation, is where we learn to lead generate, guys, and we share like 100 ideas on how to lead generate and help you to figure out which one is the best that works for you. We have a special session just on open house. We have a special session just on social media, and we put everything together and we help you to organize your database well with all the tagging and all that kind of stuff. It's really like, you must go for this line. You must go for it. If you've not been for module 2, you should go. Module 3 is what we've been talking about today, lead follow up. So you can go much deeper into what we've been sharing and just remind yourself and help you. You saw that list of the 19 to connect and 36 to convert. We will help you to build your own smart plan, help you to build your own 12 things you're going to send every year. Those quarterly phone calls will help you to figure out what you can actually send to your clients physically so they can remember you. It's really great stuff, all these sessions. And then module 4 is the how to get to that close, basically, right? So it's about that transacting business. So winning the buyer, how to get them to stick with you, right? And win the seller, how to get them to sign that agreement with you and maybe even get exclusive and all that. And then the practicals of working with the buyer and sellers, having those difficult conversations with them sometimes, how to do the co-agencies. how to work with co-agents in the best way, how to negotiate offers and make and receive offers, all that, and then getting to the close, the whole timeline, how to educate your client about everything, and make sure that you get there and nothing turns your offer over and make you cancel the offer, make you cancel the deal. Yeah. And then planning your future. The last session is where everything is put together and you come up with a full 1 year plan for your business. So this class is so powerful, guys. And the reason why it's even more powerful than what I just said is you learn all those things out. The first half of the class, you're learning all this. You are planning things for your business. The second half of the class, you are doing your business. You are literally doing money-making activities. You're calling leads. You're setting up appointments. We're just together doing lead generation. That's what the second half of the class is called, the daily success system. And we're here to support you and support each other in making the calls together. So I really want to encourage everyone. This round out also, just to give you an extra reason to come, we may be making changes to Ignite after this. We're in discussion about this. We might change the formatting. We might make it not as big and not as full. We might kind of condense it or something. We're going to see. And we might also charge money. We're going to see. So if you want to, if you've really been wanting to come for certain sessions, you better come this round. Okay, I'm just telling you, you better come. So there's a link in the chat over here. You can sign up. Actually we'll have a limit also of how many people can come. So make sure you sign up. If you are a rookie, if you are new to real estate, you need to start with session 1. You need to do the whole course. Okay. Do not try to come in module 2 or 3 or 4. It's just not a good idea. Come from the beginning and do the whole course. If you've already you're like Jesnin, okay, and you've been doing this for a while and you just want to learn a small thing, you can just come for that. But honestly, you will be surprised. You will really learn something. Doesn't matter if you've already been doing this for a while, you will learn something in every session, honestly, because we have really good trainers and everything. So just want to encourage you all to come for Ignite. Okay, that's my Ignite pitch. Next slide. All right, so KW Malaysia Cares. Hopefully you've already heard about this, and just want to remind you that if any of this is for KW Malaysia agents. So if you're in any of our market centers, our agencies, you can take advantage of this. If you or your qualifying family member are struggling financially because of an emergency, a sickness, something serious, you can contact us and we will be in discussion with you and see how we can support you. All right. Yeah, next slide. So our client touch points. So just now you saw some of the Jesnin key touch points, but these ones are available to everybody. These are already beautifully, nice pictures with already a text that you can literally put into your KW Activate and send out to your database. You just need to put your personalization, put your own name and all that, and it's ready to go. So please take advantage of this. You just go to Circle and look up touch points. All right, next one. Okay, so Refilled Puchong, they have a big event today, right after this session, I believe, at 10:30 a.m. So they have 2 amazing guests. I hope if you're in Puchong, you better get in your car and you better get over there quick. They have Kelvin Yip, there's an MIEA trainer, and also Vincent Hong, a mortgage consultant. I've been for their onward events. They're fantastic. If you're in Refilled Puchong and you've not been, really, you better go lah. You're missing out. It's seriously good stuff in that sessions. All right, next slide. Yes. Okay. And then on Tuesday, this is also for Puchong. They are having their tech training on following up with KW opportunities. Yeah, this is even Jesnin was saying she wants to learn this. It's a very useful thing to learn how to use opportunities, how to help you, how to use it to help you to keep track of your business as you go through. It's very, very helpful. So please come Tuesday at 2 p.m. All right, next slide. Okay, also, right, of course, they have their career talks continuing with Ray. So if you have anyone that you want to invite into the real estate industry and they just want to find out more, you can sign them up Wednesdays, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. They can sign up for this. Okay, next one. All right, so here we have Flagship Market Center. So of course today, okay, no, not today, no session today in Damen Mall, that's fine. Okay, but you see Jesnin Key over there looking lovely. So if you enjoyed what you heard today, you can come and see her in person and give her a high five or whatever. And yeah, you can go deeper with her. So George will be interviewing her for Power Hour, going deeper onto this, how to convert your leads. And you can see some of her awesome status over there. Okay, so that's Thursday, 11 a.m. On Tuesday, Winnie is going to be doing at Flagship Market Center KW Central Day. So it's in person. You can learn how to use KW Central to close your deals and, you know, get paid and get everything organized in KW Central. And the last one here is on Thursday after George's session. There's a tech session on Empower Your Listings portal on KW Command. So you should go for that. That's on September 14th, this Thursday. All right, next slide. Yes, okay, right. Dancing, guys. Yeah, okay. Okay, so I heard straight from I Ching, bring your buyer agents. You got to bring your buyers and investors to this event. This is on Saturday, 23rd September. Gordon will excite them. Gordon will close them. You just need, this is what I was talking about. This is an event. You can invite your database for this event. So this is a way for you to connect with them. You invite like maybe your 3 or 4 of your favorite investors or whatever, you know, favorite people. You invite them to this event. You come here, you build a relationship, and you can let Gordon even do all the work. So just come. Gordon is exciting. All right. Okay, next one. Yeah, okay, so R3, this is what Jesnin was talking about. This is what she uses, KW 360 Plus. So she gets the scan. It's only 68 ringgit, guys. It's a good deal. So you can get the scans done for all of your listings. It's really like top level, beautiful photography, and it's easy and cheap. You don't have to do anything. All right, next one. We have also our data labs where you get all the information, 49 ringgit a month for KW Malaysia agents. It includes the whole region of Malaysia. Next slide. And then KW Activate, this is what Jesnin was also talking about. She gets to close a lot of deals through this by sending out her 360 Plus through this or whatever. So it's 199 ringgit per month. It includes a lot of features, including the WhatsApp blasting, but a lot more than that actually. Yeah, I won't go into detail, but you can check out their website and you can get a 14-day free trial for the first-time user. Okay, that's the end of our announcements. So we come back to Jesnin. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm just so excited that you came today. I feel like this is such a precious session with like really top gold type of sharing. I really appreciate Jesnin. I want to, so can you share with us, just give us a one summary wrap up or one word of encouragement for us before we go. Okay, I think you're muted, dear. Sorry, you're still muted.
Yeah, before that, I would like to thank anyone here today and for here to learn from each one another. So I thank you for this opportunity. Whatever I have learned, whatever I gain, it is all from KW. So I learned a lot from KW Activates, not KW Ignite class, and also I learned a lot from the previous Zoom section. So never miss any Zoom section because we really learned a lot of golden nuggets from there. And it's something great about me, and all blessings are from above. And I strongly believe, and I just want to lead this word because I think database is the best, is the heart of any agent's business. Always remember, database is the heart of any agent's business. So keep every lead, nurture the lead, and convert the lead. Hear by heart, serve with love, and because people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Oh. Yeah. That's my things. Yeah, thank you, everyone.
I'm like speechless. I have nothing to add to this. It's so beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I hope my sharings will help people to help some of the agents here.
Wow, really good.
See you on Thursday.
Yeah, see you all on Thursday. All right. Thank you, everyone on Facebook. Thank you, everyone on Zoom for your time, and hope you really got something out of this. So we will see you next time on Winning Mondays. Have a great week, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.